Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today for the Untangle 101 webinar series. Today we will be discussing the different software packages that Untangle's NG Firewall solution offers and the differences between our free and paid applications. My name is Shannon Miles, and I'm part of the product marketing team here, and I'll be your host today. I also have with us our Director of Sales, Katie Benson, who will be doing the presentation. Next slide. Just a few housekeeping rules before we get started. If you have any audio issues, please just use the audio panel to select your preference. If you select to use a phone, you will need to dial in and use the access code provided. Just a reminder, this webinar is being recorded, so you will have the option to rewatch or revisit areas that you'll need to follow up on. We'll be answering questions throughout the presentation, so if you can submit any questions you may have in the Q&A box, we'll be happy to answer those. And as always, you can send any questions to sales@untangle.com or support@untangle.com. All right, so I'm going to pass it over to Katie to get us started.
Awesome. Thanks, Shannon, and thanks everybody who took the time to join today. Hopefully this will be beneficial to you. If you currently use Untangle, whether it be free or paid, if you're new to Untangle and you're interested in looking at our solution and what we have to offer, and you're trying to figure out which works well for you and your organization, hopefully this session will be beneficial to you. So here's a quick view of what we're going to cover in this webinar. For those who are not aware of Untangle and what we do, we're going to go over that. Then we're going to dive into the NG Firewall packages and the differences between the free versus paid applications. Specifically today we'll be talking about virus blocker, web filter, spam blocker, application control, and IPsec VPN, and the correlating free packages that go with that, which are denoted by light package in your, if you see that within the Untangle interface. We'll finish up again with questions, so feel free to ask those as we go through the modules. We do have support staff on hand to answer those questions as we go through, and anything that's pertinent to or relevant to the topic at hand will feed in as well. I do want to preface this session and letting you know that this is geared towards those who are newer to Untangle, those who are using free or looking to get some details between the differences in free versus paid. This is not a technical deep dive into the products themselves, but more or less an overview of what each of those, whether that be light or paid, what those features offer. So we will move on from there. If you are interested, I did want to let you know that we do have tech talk sessions. Our next one is on Tuesday, and it's regarding captive portal and BYOD. That is a technical deep dive with our director of QA, John Coffin, and he will give you some tips and tricks on how to set that up and what the best way to utilize those features are. So that might be something for you as well. So, Untangle, we were founded in 2003 with the vision of providing users with a simple, powerful way to get enterprise-grade networking, network protection designed for small and medium businesses, but at an affordable price. We're located in San Jose, California, and Untangle has been awarded with the fastest-growing privately held companies in America, including ranked on the Deloitte Technology Fast 500. We've also been on the Inc. 5000, and we've been referenced in the Silicon Valley Business Journal, if that's something that you're, you get or you know about. Our flagship product, the NG Firewall solution, serves over 40,000 customers, and it protects more than 2 million people, their computers, and their networks. NG Firewall is deployed in industries like government, healthcare, hospitality and retail, banking and financial, and K-12 and higher education. We're always interested to hear how Untangle works well for you. So if you are in a rare organization or industry, whether it be free or paid, we'd like to hear how Untangle is successful for you. We always like to know that our product is reaching different markets, and you could potentially help somebody else that's in the same field as you with the success of our solution. So we ask you to send any types of emails to sales@untangle.com, just letting us know your feedback and anything that you have in reference to the solution and how it's working for you. So Untangle is a next generation firewall. It's simple, it's powerful, it's an all-in-one solution firewall, as well as a unified threat management solution. It's placed at the edge of your network, and it's a gateway it's a gateway to the internet, the NG Firewall performs deep packet analysis on all traffic from all applications. Our technology is designed to optimize layer 7 processing of all relevant protocols with policy to real-world security and how we manage our networks today and the challenges that come with that. The proprietary virtual pipeline technology replaces inefficient application proxies, as you'll see or as you know, allowing data to flow through all applications in a data stream. This allows Untangle to perform better and faster. It also uses fewer resources, all the while letting you create complex security policies that maintain usability throughout the day or throughout the lifeline of your network. NG Firewall was built as a true firewall solution, as a true software firewall, meaning it can be downloaded for free, as you'll see today, or as you are aware of, and it can be deployed in your network in minutes using your existing firewall hardware, or you can purchase a complete appliance from us. Our free package is available to any organization, and it does not have any time limits on it or device licensing limits. So that's a benefit of our product as well. NG Firewall solution is not just a firewall solution. It's an all-in-one unified threat management solution. As you see on this screen here, this really does dive into what we offer as a solution. Our free versus paid is incorporated here, and this is really a well-rounded solution that works well for a lot of industries, whether it be schools in web content filtering, bandwidth control, small to medium businesses is if you need to set policies for different levels within your organization. Untangle can do all of that in one solution. So we have over 20 applications to suit your needs. And again, as you see, it's protection, it's filtering, it's performance, connection, management, and we do have an ability to brand the product as well if it's something that you want to use that way. So we'll go over the relevant products within what we offer free versus paid. So some might ask, if you're new to Untangle, you're not exactly sure how to deploy Untangle, what are the options you have? This screen really depicts two options that you have in terms of deploying our product. The first on the left-hand side you see depicts what we call a transparent bridge, and this is simply putting Untangle behind your firewall in the main switch. The majority of our solution or our customers utilize it this way, and then we do have a handful that utilize it as a firewall router, and you see that depiction over on the right-hand side. Keep in mind that it basically needs to be in line. It's not a proxy and cannot be set up as a proxy. In order for all of your traffic to be filtered, it must flow through your Untangle, and both of these options require that for Untangle to be successful in your network. So if you have something that you've already invested in, that bridge firewall, the transparent bridge mode might work well for you, so you can still continue to use your firewall, or you can use the all-in-one router firewall as you see on the right-hand side. If you have any questions about your setup and how it's going to work in your environment, feel free to email sales@untangle.com, or we can get you over with a technical engineer that can figure out what will work best for your situation. Shannon, do we have any questions in regards to kind of what we're going to cover today or anything so far? I think we might be good to go at this point, but if not, I just wanted to ask.
Nope, that's it. Can you just click the allow at the top for the Google Drive thing?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
There we go.
Thanks.
Alrighty. So let's see. Here's a high-level overview of these packages and kind of what is included in both. So in the free package, NG Firewall bundles together all of the free apps plus underlying NG Firewall platform that's included in all of our products. It works as a basic unified threat management solution for small organizations with limited needs for robust web filtering, virus blocking, spam blocking, and network performance management. Again, for some it works well. If you do not have an extensive need or requirement for funding or policies set forth by your organization, our free package could work well for you. For most, the complete package is what they need, and you'll see as we go through the presentation today why the free is good for some and not for others, and why the complete package really does give you an all-in-one solution. All of the apps in the NG Firewall are open source under the general public license, version 2, and are offered free of charge. Apps that are pre-configured for the needs of small businesses and work together seamlessly. A common GUI with integrated looping and reporting is what keeps our system or solution simple when you're using the free product. Free is denoted by the light next to the feature in the GUI. So if you're in the interface, anything that says light next to it is part of our free package. Again, the complete package includes every app that we offer today. It's guaranteed to include all new apps we release in the future. It is a solution, it is a subscription to the full NG Firewall app library, and we'll go through those just shortly. So again, here's free versus paid. Again, here's the virus blocker, web filter, and so on. These are the features that are offered in the free versus the complete package, and the order that we will go through all of these features. So let's dive into it. So let's start off with virus blocker. First, we have virus blocker light versus virus blocker. Again, when you're in the GUI, if you see light next to the app, this reflects that you're utilizing the free version. If you're on version 10 or greater, you will not see the light version available if you have the paid module installed. This is because free includes whatever's included in free is actually also utilized in the paid features, so you're actually duplicating efforts if you need to use both. So we basically have created our product so that light is not available if you do have a paid feature or paid subscription for that feature. Virus Blocker Lite is based on the ClamAV project. What ClamAV is an open source antivirus engine for detecting Trojans, viruses, malware, and other malicious threats. ClamAV includes a multi-threaded scanner daemon, command line utilities for the demand file scanning, and automatic signature updates. ClamAV is well known for its speed and accuracy, which is why we feel it works well with our Virus Blocker Lite. It can scan HTTP traffic, FTP, SMTP worms, as you see here. It does check for updates every hour, but again, it is supported by ClamAV and pushed out through our interface. So some questions that you might have is how does Virus Blocker really or how does it really work? It basically transparently scans your HTTP, FTP, and SMTP traffic to protect your network from again, Trojans, spyware, viruses, and the like. It scans and archives zip files, you know, and a multitude of other files. Its protection is most common. Protection on the most common email protocol is SMTP, just so that you know. Let's go into, that's kind of the simple overview of Virus Blocker. It's pretty self-explanatory in terms of what it does on the light side. If we move over to the Virus Blocker, the paid feature, let's talk about how that works. Virus Blocker protects your network from zero-day threats to newly released malware using a multi-layer advanced threat protection system. A team of analysts work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to continuously improve this Virus Blocker feature and push updates in real time with no system downtime. So really what this means is we have a technology partner that works well with us that continues to update, which you see Bitdefender on the screen here. They continue to update, automate, and push out releases day to day for our industry and our market. So you'll utilize not only what Untangle can provide for you in the light, but you also get the paid feature built into that Bitdefender solution. So one last thing, if Virus Blocker and Virus Blocker Lite are installed, are they both used and in which order? Sometimes these are questions that come along because you might see a benefit of the light versus the free. However, again, the light is included in the free option, and you can continue to use those. You don't want to use them at the same time because you're duplicating efforts and resources along your Untangle box, but you know, they will work well for you. So if you have both virus scanners installed, Virus Blocker is applied to a message first. If the message passes Virus Blocker, then then and only then is the virus blocker light applied to that message. There's no point of scanning the message twice, as you can see, if the first scanner has rejected it. That really does nothing for you, and again, it duplicates efforts and resources within your Untangle box. So that kind of covers what Virus Blocker can do for you, and we'll move on to some other features and how those work. Shannon, any questions on virus blocking?
Nope, not right now.
Again, if you have any questions that are related to the features that we're talking about, feel free to ask those specifically. We do have support staff on the line that can assist you with some of your questions as well. Web filter versus web filter light. This is actually one of my favorite features within the Untangle interface. It sells itself, and you'll see why in just a minute, and the differences between the light versus the paid. Again, if you've got small to medium business that doesn't have any protocols or any policies in place in regards to the filtering, then our free package might work well for you. If you're a school and you've got CIPA compliance that needs to be met, or you've got funding requirements or audit times that you have to, or audit requirements that you have to meet, then that light package might not necessarily be the best package for you, and we'll go over the difference in here and why. So the web filter light is basic in what it does for protection, but it's nowhere near what our paid app will give you. The paid app is dynamically updated, has much larger URL database, and can filter HTTPS traffic, excuse me. And as we go through, I'll kind of give you some examples of where this can be beneficial. So let's talk about the light. Both can block HTTP, both can block file types, both can block MIME types, but the difference really comes into play when you look at the databases that are used on the back end. Our light package is community maintained, basically updated by our community, and that, I mean, it's a great number, but it has no comparison to what we use for our paid option. It's got 1 million+ URLs in the classified database. It does have 15 categories. That could suffice for you. It is English only, and again, it's community maintained. If you look at the web filter, the paid version, what you're looking at here is really, it's a technology partner that we use, Zavelo, who manages and maintains 140 categories, 200 languages. They have 450 million URLs within their database that's dynamically updated. So what I like to tell my customers coming along or asking questions about content filter is, would you see the benefit of an update not only on your organization's database, but somebody down the line with Untangle, and vice versa? If somebody else brings on a new URL or a new website, because it's dynamically updated, you also gain the benefit of that update because you are utilizing the Untangle product. So it really is a great place to be with content filtering, and that everybody kind of helps each other, and it funnels through with the Untangle solution. We do qualify with YouTube for Schools, and what you would basically need to do with that is gain an identifier through YouTube, and then put that into your Untangle web filter, and then you would be able to utilize the YouTube for Schools edition. We do have safe search enforcement, and we do have password by bypass. So those are all the major features, that the difference between the light and the paid. And again, that's fairly clear with the size of the database that's used versus free and light. Excuse me, light and paid. I apologize. Again, if you have the light package installed and then you go to purchase the paid, it will override what you have with the light because it's all included, and the light package will no longer be available to install because you have moved up to the paid version, and you don't, again, want to duplicate efforts with resources on your Untangle box. So that web filter light will no longer be available. All righty, let's move on. So spam blocker. Let's see. Both spam blocker and spam blocker light are based on a spam assassin project. However, spam blocker also integrates mail shell antivirus to improve the detection rates. Spam blocker light Quarantines for each mailbox enables users to manage their own spam blocker without having to track down an administrator. And again, this is on the light side. Personal pass lists enable users to designate specific email addresses as trusted without having to bother the IT staff. That's a great feature if you can do it yourself and you can allow people or employees or staff to maintain their own spam quarantine. That's something that you can set up for them and kind of just let it run. Image-based filing scans images within emails to stop the new pervasive spamming techniques. SMTP support is also within the light, and it also gives reports. Reports give a comprehensive view of the spam on your network, including a source of the spam, how to get rid of it, or trending stats per user. So those are all great details that are available within the light package. It's 90% effective, and updates are pushed as needed from Untangle. So it's not something that is updated dynamically. It's something that as we see the need, we push it out. Let's move on to the spam blocker and see how this can benefit you. As you see here on the screen, it's 98% effective. It also integrates with Mailshell antivirus, and it's checked for nightly updates. So this is something that you're getting, again, with our technology partner, and what you're able to use within the spam blocker. So here's a good note for you. Around 80% of emails sent globally continue to be spam. That's kind of scary, and it's only going to continue to grow. With attackers constantly looking for invasive ways to get their messages delivered and to unassuming users. As they become more creative in their ways and technology to get the anti-spam solutions, it has become even more important for anti-spam solutions to effectively block spam phishing while maintaining low false positives. Spam blocker uses multiple technologies to effectively protect against spam, even real-time spam outbreaks that are mass distributed over the internet. So our spam blocker will help you with that. Again, nothing is 100%, but if you can cut down a couple hundred emails that are spam, or a couple thousand over your entire network, you're actually helping yourself. So that's the difference between the light versus the paid, and kind of where we can assist with that. So let's see. Spam blocker is an intelligent email filter that identifies spam. Again, it leverages technology from the Spam Assassin project and improves upon it with the integration of this commercial spam engine. So not only is it backed by Untangle, but we do utilize a technology partner, Spam Assassin, as well. So I just wanted to follow up with the main differences between the light and the paid. Both Spam Blocker and Spam Blocker Lite, again, are based on Spam Assassin project. But again, the Spam Blocker paid integrates a commercial search spam engine to boost and improve detection rates. So not only can you help yourself, but we can help you with that. So, and it'll allow you to see what the benefits are. Hopefully this isn't going too fast. I know that it's a side-by-side view of, again, what we offer in the light versus the paid. Again, sometimes it's going to, the light package is sufficient for some of those on the line, or some of those looking at Untangle. But again, this is really just an overview of what is in the light versus the paid, and how you can utilize each of those packages. So as we move on to application control, let's look at a use case for this. So sometimes it's hard to understand kind of what the features do, but if I put it into real life terms, it really does help. So in a hypothetical situation, you have an office where a customer or an employee needs access to Facebook. Again, Facebook has a multitude of different layers and applications built into it, but our application control scans, what it does is it works at the URL level. So if you have Facebook and you need to allow your marketing team to gain access to customer reviews, or they need to post things for coupons or sales or flash sales or whatever the case is within Facebook, again, this is a hypothetical situation, but if you want to allow specific individuals access to certain areas within Facebook, application control light will work well for you. Or excuse me, application control or application control light, depending on what your needs are. And basically what you can do is allow them certain areas within Facebook, and decline or not allow them access to other areas like gaming, IMing, video downloads, that kind of stuff. So basically, application control lets administrators, application control light. Let's clarify. Lets administrators take back control of their networks by applications like peer-to-peer and online games. It's a signature based on layer 7 filtering, makes it easy to improve productivity by blocking IM and online games that evade firewall rules. There's always a way to get around some things, and application control can assist you with that. Facebook is just one of those that works well. Application control light lets you see the protocol signatures to log or block. Custom rules can be added for any unsupported protocols, and again, this is within the light feature. Time-based policies let you decide when and if its applications are permitted, and it also, the reporting that you get lets you see which protocols are active in your network and who is using them. So it is not updated regularly, and sometimes there are false positives within the light package. However, if it works well for you, then by all means use that. Let's talk about the application control paid version and what that can do for you. It's got, as you see on the screen, 590 plus application protocols, scans attributes and metadata with very few false positives. That's a huge thing with this feature. It is checked for nightly updates, and it's based on network application visibility library from Procera Networks. That's something that's well known in the industry and can benefit you as well. So the application control, lastly, controls hundreds of popular applications like Facebook, Facebook games to BitTorrent downloads to UltraSurf. Skype is another one that works well with application control. And if you are looking to set up application control or allow or disallow features within an application, our support staff can help you with that. There are, of course, going to be limitations, but again, it might be a one-off situation, and it might yield a conversation with our techs. All right, so application control leads us into our last feature that we want to discuss. And if there's no questions, I'll move into this, and then we will finish up with a Q&A session to allow you time to ask questions specific to your needs or something that's relevant to the entire session today. If not, then we'll go from there. All right, looks like we don't have any questions that pertain specifically, so I will move on. So let's look at OpenVPN versus IPsec VPN. There are a lot of questions and concerns regarding this option or feature within Untangle, and they both work well, just a little bit differently. So OpenVPN enables administrators to provide secure remote access to an internal network access to the internal network to remote users and sites. The intuitive GUI makes it easy to configure basic settings through the setup wizard. And you can generate custom certs for each client and easily distribute pre-configured client software via email. And again, this is on OpenVPN, which is part of our free. It also allows full tunneling for remote users to enforce policies. Untangle's OpenVPN connections are fully supported. It can be used with IPsec VPN, and it can be used as a hub and spoke setup. So OpenVPN enables you to create an SSL-based VPN that supports both site-to-site and client-to-site tunnels. Again, there is a way that you can set it up that works well for your organization with full tunneling. But if you need something that's more secure, then IPsec VPN might be the way that you need to go. And let's talk about kind of how that is differentiated between the two. IPsec VPN again is our paid feature for OpenVPN. The IPsec VPN support allows you to connect one Untangle box to another or connect Untangle to a third-party firewall product. It's easier than ever, and before it, you enable secure site-to-site connections between trusted networks. We have tested, and we do support Cisco, SonicWall, and Sophos. Those are three that we have tested and are confident that we can connect to. So if you have that in your environment or something of the like, then I would suggest working with our support team to figure out if we can support it and connect to it as well. Again, a lot of our product, open source as well as paid, is done on trial basis with testing in the market, and we go from there in terms of the information that we get alongside our personal engineers in-house. So that's something that you can feel comfortable with. The IPsec VPN provides support for all current encryption protocols. It's seamless integration with existing IPsec VPN networks, so you can utilize the Untangle feature alongside anything that you have in place, and it enables site-to-site connections between trusted networks. All right. So lastly, final thoughts on the difference between the light and the paid. And if you are a little confused on any of the areas that we talked about today, I'm happy to discuss those with you. Feel free to contact sales@untangle.com if you have specific questions about your own networks. But let's talk about what you don't get with the light and why the paid could be a better feature for you. You do not get live support with the light version. We'll help you if there's time, but because our support is paid and is included in all of our paid features or our packages, we give first right to paying customers. So we will help you again if we have time, but we do have a wiki and forums where a lot of our community members update and assist those who are using our free package. Again, there are people who have used the product in front of you and will continue to use it behind you, running into the same issues that you have that can help you or have already been answered. Branding Manager, as I mentioned at the beginning, is not included in the open source version or the light package. It is actually only included in the paid version, which would allow you to brand it for your organization, or if you are a reseller or looking into a partnership, then you could brand it for yourself as well. Let's see. The free apps can be good enough, again, as I said, but if you think about whether good enough is right for your organization, you might be subject to an audit and you want the paid supported package. Again, you are business, time is business and business is money, so you want to make sure that you're covered if there is to be an audit or compliance issues in your organization. You want to make sure that you're covered, and a lot of our features within the paid allow you to do that. If you're a school, we are HIPAA compliant. We are HIPAA compliant, as well as we do run in industries for finance, hospitality, retail, and we can help you with those. So again, that kind of gives us an overview of the free versus the paid and what you get with both of those. I will move into the Q&A session with Shannon if there is anything that's specific to today's session or anything that could benefit the entire room. That would be helpful.
Yeah.
Katie, what questions?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Just a few questions that I can quickly just answer. We got a lot of questions about virus blocker versus virus blocker light. You know, if I have those, if I'm running those, do I still need an antivirus on my PC? And the answer is yes, of course. Just because you run AV at the gateway doesn't mean that threats can't be introduced on your endpoints or when they're off the network, for example, if you insert a USB drive. So you definitely still need to run an antivirus on your PC.
Great question.
Yeah, another question we got, why can't I block a given site with web filter light? And the answer to that, many sites use HTTPS or other protocols, so you may need to create rules with application control or the HTTPS inspector in addition to what your web filter can handle. Let's see.
There's lots of questions coming in, so we're just trying to pick the ones that are relevant to today's session, so bear with us. Feel free to keep asking questions. If we don't get to them today, we'll have somebody follow up with you and get your questions answered.
All right, a lot of these questions seem to be very specific, so um, why don't we just continue on, Katie?
Shannon, I'm not sure if you're still there or you got muted by chance or something, but we
Can
can't
you
hear
hear
you.
me?
Oh, there you go. We can hear
Oh,
you now.
sorry. Um, it seems a lot of these questions are very specific, so again, we'll answer them through the chat and follow up. If you have any other specific questions, please send us emails at support@untangle.com. So we'll wrap this up. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope that this session was informative and helpful. If you're considering our free or paid applications or looking to upgrade to our paid applications from free or simply staying where you are with the free. And we're very happy that you've chosen the Untangle solution or considering it. We do have a new version coming out next month, 11.2, which is going to have some great new features and applications. Just wanted to let everyone know we're currently running a photo contest. Sysadmin Day is on July 31st, next Friday, and in celebration of that, we're running a contest, photo contest. So submit a photo of you and your network setup with the hashtag #IamUntangle in the picture, and you could win some great prizes. We're giving away prizes to the top 5 photos. You can submit your photo on Facebook and find more information about the contest there. Thank you, Katie, for everything, and we hope to see you next time.
Great. Thanks, Shannon, and everybody on the line helping, and everybody have a great day. Look forward to hearing from you soon.